3 candidates vying to lead the city of Tuscaloosa for the next 4 years. Tonight, we continue our in-depth look at the mayoral candidates. Tonight, WVUA 23's Jabari Pruitt sits down with Martin Houston, who feels as if he is best for the job.
Tamika, our second candidate running for mayor of Tuscaloosa is Pastor Martin Houston. He said things in his life are better than they have ever been. But when people started encouraging him to run for mayor, he realized God led him to seek this position.
We need you to talk to your family, your friends, your neighbors, and even strangers and tell them you're supporting Martin Houston for mayor, because we want to make Tuscaloosa the great city we all know it can be.
January 14th, Pastor Martin Houston officially announced his run for mayor of Tuscaloosa, introduced and endorsed by former University of Alabama head football coach Gene Stallings. Houston says for 32 years, he's been a pastor, coach, business owner, and volunteer, and now he's ready to serve the people of Tuscaloosa.
I have a personal mission statement that I live by, and that mission statement is, if someone meets me, that I'll make their life better off having met me than it would have been otherwise. And in more than someone, but one person in particular, challenged me to say, what if God has put you in a position and brought you to this place in your life that you could do that for a whole city and not just one-on-one? And with all of the other prayers that had gone up in my mission statement and that statement, and my desire to serve people and empower people to be their best, all kind of culminated into like the perfect storm and made this an opportunity that I felt like God had led me to see.
I sat down with Houston as he shared his vision of making Tuscaloosa a better place through diversity, fighting crime, COVID-19 pandemic, and economic growth and improvement. One in particular, the controversial eyesore McFarland Mall property.
It needs to be something that will elevate the presence of the city and give a good first impression. As far as what exactly, I think we need to look at what this city needs. We've talked about convention centers. We have a lot of hotels here. We have great university. We have some other things. I know that having been a dad and in sports, there have been a great need that a lot of my friends, I didn't do it, but a lot of my friends and co-workers and stuff like that take their kids out of town every weekend to play sports with travel sports and all that. And so that's a need in this city from a facility standpoint.
An issue the current mayor and city council have been dealing with, the rising number of COVID-19 cases in Tuscaloosa.
We need to make sure that all of the information we're getting is coming from local doctors treating the disease. We have a regional medical center here. We have some key medical officials here. We need to have them as a part of the conversation and helping advise the mayor's office. The university in and of itself, they need to be at the table discussing how we manage to, look at the impact the university can have, not just on campus, but throughout the city. And then third is, I think you need to bring in business owners who have totally been, kind of left out and negatively impacted by decisions. And then I think you need to have key city leaders. They may not have a business, but they know the pulse of the city. And I think you take that group of people and you develop a strategy of how we do this.
Houston says COVID may never go away, so we can't keep saying shut down.
If we keep shutting down, the cure is going to have a greater impact than the disease, and that's what we're trending toward. And so we have got to get to a point where we're making a plan of how do we live with this disease? How do we make plans? And I don't think the mayor can make that decision by himself. I don't think even the city council and the mayor. I think we have got to get those key people I just said there and make sure that it's people who have a vested interest in Tuscaloosa.
Another big issue for Houston is transportation. He believes Tuscaloosa is not a walking city.
Maybe if we bolstered, improved, enhanced our busing transit system, then some of those who are struggling, when they get that job, if they knew that they could get back and forth to their job, it expands where they can look for a job.
Martin Houston believes he's the best candidate to lead the city of Tuscaloosa. He also encourages everyone to look at each candidate before making a decision. Reporting for WVUA 23 News, I'm Jabari Pruitt.